kitties. I'm so excited to make this video today because we're finally gonna play with my new game and explain how the new TBR game works. But we're not making the TBR just yet. We are going to be making my 23 of 2023 books. These are the books that I have to read in 2023 or horrible fate will befall me. And if I complete them all, then I get a fancy reward, but undetermined rewards at this point. We have chaosified our shelves, as you might have seen in a previous video. Everything is just in complete random order, and that is because of the game. We have a wheel. Let me just take you over here. There's gonna be a lot of moving camera parts going on here. This is the wheel of TBR. Woo! So much going on here. So there are lots of different elements to this game. So every single turn, we're going to be spinning this wheel. If it lands right here on any of the Cormies, you can see the Cormies, that is a card that has a prompt on it. This lovely symbol here, the silver, is the newest book or the oldest book. This one with the 2 is doing 2 cards. Then we have the buzzword bag. Then we have the most want to read versus the least want to read. We have the pick a color, the rainbow colors. We have the biggest book versus the smallest book. We of course have the TBR bag. We have the categories dice, and those are all of the different ways we can select something from here. So an example spin is a card. We have a bag filled with cards, shelves of chaos, and the card is a retelling. I would attempt to find a retelling on said shelf. How do we get to the shelf though? On every single one of my shelves is a little bit of Velcro because everybody please welcome back a Miss Quirmy. She is here, she's ready to rock and roll. She will be traveling the shelves via a dice, of course. We've got the dice tower. I have a D24, it's the biggest dice that will actually fit in the hole, and she will travel to said shelf. Cool, makes sense? But because those prompts on there have the double prompts, we also will be flipping a coin. The top prompt on them, so like the biggest book, would be rough seas, and the smallest book would be smooth sailing. Okay, or like most want to read would be smooth sailing, and then least want to read is rough seas. You get it? Get kind of how it works? But we'll be flipping that coin should we land on one of those. And that's how the game works. It's just pure chaos. I don't know what it's gonna get. I have to select books from whatever shelf we land on. So we're gonna see how this works. Basically, we're gonna use this game to make my 23 of 2023. Now, 4 books have already been established on this because of my losses during the Actually Literary Edition game, and those have already been selected. So what are those books? The first book on 23 of 2023 is Pawn of Prophecy by David Eddings. This was put on here by Hala. I'm honestly not looking forward to it because I can only find mass market paperbacks of it. Yeah, but I've been told I'll like it. We'll see. She has also put on Alana, the First Adventure by Tamora Pierce. I've never read a Tamora Pierce. Hala loves Tamora Pierce and is now making me read Tamora Pierce. And finally, she has also put one I actually own. She has put Unbirthday by Liz Braswell. This is one of the Twisted Tales. She really enjoyed this one and wants me to catch up with her on reading all the Twisted Tales. Cool. Those were the 3 that Hala gave me, and then Tamama also won a point on me in that game. And so Tamama has chosen The Darkness Outside Us by Elliot Schrefer. Schrefer? I'm not sure how it's pronounced, this one, because of the way it's spelled. Which is a sci-fi, slight romance, but also super intense thing. So we are going to be doing this 19 times to determine what the other books are going to be on the 23 of 2023 that I must read. Now, some of you might be confused as to what this actually means. Why is it not like new releases that I have to read and stuff? I don't know. It's just how my brain works and wants to put things into lists and likes a full like year reading challenge. So that's what we're doing, okay? All right, I think I have covered everything. If something else comes up, I will explain that. That's the rules of the new TBR game, The Shelves of Chaos. I probably could have added that effect in myself. Oh well. So it is time to fill slot number 5 on the 23 of 2023. We have our Cormy here, and let's roll. How many are we moving, Cormy? 17. All right. Start from the top up here, and we go
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
17. Let's spin the wheel. First spin. Here we go. It's a card. Okay. Let's see. What's the first card? We're going to pick. Oh, I already looked. It's already there. So we have a dark book. So dark colored book. There are plentiful supply on this shelf. I think this is the darkest book on the shelf. The Archived by V.E. Schwab. Now, I'm hesitant to start this because this is an unfinished trilogy that might never get finished. But it's also V.E. Schwab. So here is what The Archived is about. Imagine a place where the dead rest on shelves like books. Each body has a story to tell, a life seen in pictures that only librarians can read. The dead are called histories, and the vast realm in which they rest is the archive. Da first brought Mackenzie Bishop here 4 years ago when she was 12 years old, frightened but determined to prove herself. Now Da is dead, and Mac has grown into what he once was, a ruthless keeper tasked with stopping often violent histories from waking up and getting out. Because of her job, she lies to the people she loves, and she knows fear for what it is, a useful tool for staying alive. Being a keeper isn't just dangerous, it's a constant reminder of those Mac has lost. Da's death was hard enough, but now that her little brother is gone too, Mac starts to wonder about the boundary between living and dying, sleeping and waking. In the archive, the dead must never be disturbed, and yet someone is deliberately altering histories, erasing essential chapters. Unless Mac can piece together what remains, the archive itself may crumble and fall. So that is the first book on, well, it's not the first, it's the 5th book on 23 of 2023, and it goes right back on the shelf. Now, these cards will go back in the game because I have significantly less cards than I did last year, but it will stay out so that I don't get repeat cards for the same game. Roll number 6, technically. Roll number 2, book number 6. You get it. We are moving 23. So we're actually going to be starting from this point and moving forward.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We want to do
23 way down here. Let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. It's a rainbow pick. We have a bunch of colored pencils here. This is how we rainbow pick in this house. What did we get? Violet. Violet. I gotta go down. Oh, I already see a violet on here. Oh, I have a couple. I have 3 good choices. We have got The Ruthless Lady's Guide to Wizardry by C.M. Wagner. And it matches pretty well, I would say. That's pretty darn close. Let's see what this one is about. Delaria Wells, petty con artist, occasional thief, and partly educated fire witch, is behind on her rent in the city of Lacecourt again. Then she sees the wanted sign seeking female persons of martial or magical ability to guard a lady of some importance, prior to the celebration of her marriage. Deli fast talks her way into the job and joins a team of highly peculiar women tasked with protecting their wealthy charge from unknown assassins. Deli quickly sets her sights on one of her companions, the confident and well-bred Win Sinellum. That's a hard name. The job looks like nothing but romance and easy money until things take a deadly and undead turn. With the help of a bird-loving necromancer, a shape-shifting schoolgirl, and an ill-tempered reanimated mouse named Buttons, Deli and Win are determined to get the best of an adversary who wields a twisted magic and has friends in the highest of places. Bird-loving necromancer? That's my new D&D character. Ta-da! Right, book number 7. Book number 7, book number 7. Woo! 8. We are moving 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right up top here. We are up top. Oh, it's the buzzword bag. This is gonna be the difficult one because if there's not a book on the shelf with the buzzword, we're gonna have an issue. So the buzzword is Oh no, dance. Not that you can see that very well, but it's dance. Anyone have dance on that shelf? No. So how this works is I'm gonna keep going until I find one with the word dance. Actually, I'm gonna check serendipity because there's a bunch of short stories in here. And if one of them has dance in the title, I'm counting it. Nope, they don't. Not a single one. Wow. Not a single one has dance in it. So I'm actually gonna throw that card away. I bet I was just thinking of Dance of Thieves. So we've got boy. Boy is the next one. Let's go back up here. No boy there. Here we go. We have The Boy and Girl Who Broke the World by Amy Reed. I believe this is also a last chance book. So that's good that it's double duty time for this one. It is about Billy Sloat and Lydia Lemon don't have much in common unless you count growing up on the same wrong side of the tracks, the lack of a mother, and a persistent loneliness that has inspired creative coping mechanisms. When these two loners are thrust together, Lydia's cynicism is met with Billy's sincere optimism, and both begin to question their own outlook on life. On top of that, weird happenings, including an impossible tornado and an all-consuming fog, are cropping up around them, maybe even because of them. And as the two grow closer and confront bigger truths about their past, they must also deal with such inconveniences as a narcissistic rock star, a war between unicorns and dragons, and eventually, of course, the apocalypse. Okay, interesting stuff here. Cool. Book number 8. Book number 8. 5. 5 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on down for me. It's a TBR bag! Oh no, the shelf doesn't even matter. Newly updated TBR bag. It doesn't even, the shelf plays no part now. We have, oh, I don't even own it yet, but it's on its way. Okay, so this is an indie book. It's on its way here. This is by Tycho. This is Brady Von, I forget it, Alpheus, and the Pesky Pest Controller. This is the first in a middle grade series that's super fun about a very normal boy living with a family of monsters and stuff. And I have ordered this. It's on its way. It's not here yet, but this definitely can go on the TBR. Hey, Tycho, I got your book on the 23 of 2023, so that's very important. Nothing from that shelf mattered. And that can go right back in the bag. It is time to fill slot number 9. Slot number 9 is going to 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Right down here to this shelf. To the wheel, everybody wheel. Here we go. A rainbow again, oh gosh. I'm not doing punishments anymore for spinning the same things, by the way. We're not doing that again. This will be hard because I do see a lot of very dark colored books, so if I get like bright pink, it'll be difficult. And I get bright freaking orange. Early orange. Ta-da.
Hey, well, you have the orange, but I don't know if I want it to be you. You are more red. Hey, Randy, Phil. Oh, I guess you're not close enough. You're more pinky than orange. I guess it's you.
Yeah, it's this chonker. Shit. We have Zebulon Finch by Daniel Kraus. This is volume 1, At the Edge of Empire. And you can see it matching up there with the orange. This is like 624, I want to say. No, 642. 642 pages. Thick! Floppy. This is a good book to pet, though, I will say. It has the good pet factor. What is Zebulon Finch? It actually doesn't have that big of a description. We just have Zebulon Finch is 17 years old. He has been 17 years old for over a century. And that's it. That's all we get to know. Fantastic. Slot number 10. Slot number 10. Roll 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
14. Right down here. A card! We got a card. It's a card. It's a card. It's a card. It's a card. And the card is 2 words in the title. We're gonna go with Dangerous Alliance by Jenny Eki Cohen. We're gonna go with this baby. It's an ostentatious romance. Here's what it's about. Lady Victoria Aston has everything she could want. An older sister happily wed, the future of her family estate secure, and ample opportunity to while her time away in the fields around her home. But Vicky's comfortable, idyllic life is overturned in the course of one night. Her sister's husband is a terrible cad, and now Vicky must marry or find herself and her family destitute. Armed only with the wisdom she has gained from her beloved novels by Jane Austen, she enters society's treacherous season. Sadly, Miss Austen has little to say about Vicky's particular circumstances, whether the gorgeous and roguish Mr. Carmichael is indeed a scoundrel, if her former best friend, the much-grown and very handsome Tom Sherborne, is out for her dowry or for her heart, or even how to fend off the attentions of the foppish Mr. Silby, he of the unfortunate fashion sensibility. Most unfortunate of all, Vicky's books are silent on the topic of the mysterious accidents cropping up around her, accidents that could prevent her from surviving until her wedding day. Whoa. I don't know if that's how you say that name, by the way. It could be Jenny Eka. I realize. Jenny Eka. That might actually be more correct. Book number 11. Number 11. Moving 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
11. The very top. Very first shelf. Another card. A book from school. Let's see if any of these are from school. Is Grendel up here? Grendel's up here. Oh my God. Oh my God. That worked out so well. Grendel, John Gardner. I read this in high school. I think junior year of high school we read this. And so I found it again and was like, I want to read Grendel again. But this is, it's a Beowulf retelling. But I remember reading this in high school. That one. Wow, Chaos Shelves. For those of you who don't know Grendel, this is what it is. The first and most terrifying monster in English literature, from the great early epic Beowulf, tells his own side of the story in a book by William Gass called one of the finest of our contemporary fictions. This is not really a full description, but it's Grendel's side of the story. Huh. That could not have worked out any better. Slot number 12. Book 12. We are moving two whole spaces. Not hard to figure this one out. Go. 1 and 2. Oh, all right. Newest book, we're gonna flip a coin. It could be the newest book or the oldest book on that shelf. All right, this is hard to do here, but what do we get? Rough Seas, the oldest book on the shelf. I think that might be fairly easy to determine because, yes, it's this one. We've got The Hunchback of Notre Dame by Victor Hugo. My boy Victor Hugo. Oh boy. And then we'll watch the Disney version. This baby's a chonker. God, Hunchback. Hunchback is like 450 pages-ish in this tiny ass font. So this a thick baby. But it's Victor Hugo, you know, the author of Les Mis. Also a thick baby. Dang, TBR game was mean. It was quite mean to me this time. There's a classic I have to read next year. Slot 13. Slot 13. Moving 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Over here. Over here. Over there. Oh, color again? Okay, it likes the color. Good thing we're not doing punishments for icons. A green. Yellow green. Oh, it doesn't look like that on camera, but it does look pretty yellow-green to me. But we have Anne of Manhattan by Brina Starler. This is an Anne of Green Gables retelling. I'm a little worried about it because it is Long Island, but We'll see. After an idyllic girlhood in Avonlea, Long Island, Anne has packed up her trunk, said goodbye to her foster parents Marilla and Matthew, and moved to the Isle of Manhattan for grad school. Together with her best friend Diana Barry, she's ready to take on the world and find her voice as a writer, when her longtime arch rival Gilbert Blythe shows up at Redmond College for their final year. Anne gets the shock of her life. Gil has been in California for the last 5 years, since he kissed her during a beach bonfire and she ghosted him. Now the handsome man is flashing his dimples at her like he hasn't a care in the world, and she isn't buying it. Paired with the same professor for their thesis, the two former competitors come to a grudging peace that turns into something so much deeper and sexier, oh god, than either intended. But when Gil seemingly betrays her to get ahead, Anne realizes she was right all along. She should never have trusted Gilbert Blythe. When Gil must prove to Anne that they're meant to be together, she must come to terms with her old fears if she wants a happily ever after with the boy she's always secretly loved. I'm a little worried about the whole sexier part of this, but it's Anne, so I'll allow it. Slot 14. Slot 14 is going to 19.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
19, all the way over here. We're on this baby shelf right over here with a BB-8. Oh god, it's buzzword again! Oh no! Don't like the buzzword. I need to update the buzzword bag. That's what I need to do. Okay, let's hope for something good. We got C. No C on that one. We do have the Vanishing Deep, which has like a lake on it, but that doesn't count. Oh, there we go. Haha! We have Salt to the Sea by Ruta Sepetys. Haha! This will actually be my first Ruta Sepetys book. I've heard great things about it. What's it about? Winter, 1945, 4 refugees, 4 secrets. Each one born of a different homeland, each one hunted and haunted by tragedy, lies, war. As thousands desperately flock to the coast in the midst of a Soviet advance, 4 paths converge, vying for passage aboard the Wilhelm Gustloff, a ship that promises safety and freedom, but not all promises can be kept. Okay, it is a World War II, but I think it's about people from a variety of places, so I'm better with that. I'm better about that one. All right, slot 15. We're getting there, guys. Slot 15 is going to another 19.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
19. Up there. Oh, it was almost the rainbow again. We got a card. Ooh, almost the goddamn rainbow. All right. This one keeps popping out. It's a bookish one. A bookish. No one on this shelf is bookish. To the next shelf. Well, I guess it's gonna be you, actually. Beach Read by Emily Henry. It's about authors. That's pretty bookish to me. That's the closest one I could get for this one. Wow. So for those of you who don't know what Beach Read is about, here you go. Augustus Everett is an acclaimed author of literary fiction. January Andrews writes best-selling romance. When she pens A Happily Ever After, he kills off his entire cast. They're polar opposites. In fact, the only thing they have in common is that for the next 3 months, they're living in neighboring beach houses, broke and bogged down with writer's block. Then one hazy evening, one thing leads to another, and they strike a deal designed to force them out of their creative ruts. Augustus will spend the summer writing something happy, and January will pen the next great American novel. She'll take him on field trips worthy of any rom-com montage, and he'll take her to interview surviving members of a backwoods death cult, obviously. Everyone will finish a book, and no one will fall in love. Really. There we go. I guess we're doing Beach Read. Now, I liked Book Lovers a lot. Everybody raves about Beach Read. What an eclectic group of books we have here, but that's the point. Slot 16! Slot 16. Oh, God. Woo! Went flying off. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. 3! 1, 2, 3, right over here. Double card. Double card. This is gonna be real tricky. 1, 2. We got a purple and a blue. There's no difference in purple and blue. It's just I ran out of purple. We have a nonfiction with a number in the title. Actually, I mean, I have a nonfiction with a number in the title. Where did we end up? I forgot. Right here. Let's see. Do I have a nonfiction on this shelf? Oh my God, I do! This worked! I have Escape from Camp 14 by Blaine Harden. One man's remarkable odyssey from North Korea to freedom in the West. Wow. What? What? All right, here it is. North Korea's political prison camps have existed twice as long as Stalin's gulags and 12 times as long as the Nazi concentration camps. These camps are clearly visible in satellite photos, yet North Korea's government denies they exist. No one born and raised in these camps is known to have escaped. No one. That is, except for Shin Dun-hyuk. In Escape from Camp 14, veteran reporter Blaine Harden unlocks the secrets of the world's most repressive totalitarian state through the story of Shin's shocking imprisonment and his astounding getaway. A tale of endurance and courage, survival and hope. Harden's harrowing narrative exposes this hidden dystopia, focusing on an extraordinary young man who came of age inside one of the world's darkest nations. That worked? That worked? Okay. Wow. Book 17. Book 17. We are moving. 11? 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Straight down here. And a card. It's a card right on the green there. Finish a series. Is there anybody on here for finishing a series? Nope. Oh, I have a bunch of starts. A bunch of starts. Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. We've got a Conjuring of Light. Another chunky baby. How big are you? You are 624 pages. Chunky baby. Conjuring of Light. This is the third book in the Shades of Magic. I really do enjoy this. This will force me. Now, I don't have an audiobook, which is why it probably hasn't been read. So this is a physical chonker. And we'll finish it. That's 2 V.E. Schwabs on 23 of 2023. Slot 18. Slot 18. Here we go. 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
14. Down here. Just a regular card. Almost got double card again. An auto by author. Technically, none of these qualify for auto by author, but kind of is, because I really love her writing for Strange the Dreamer. So we've got Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is also a bomb book because I have owned it forever. Haven't read it because I absolutely hate the cover of this. But it's Laini Taylor, and I love Laini Taylor, and whenever she comes out with another book, I will be reading it. So she's an auto buy. I will call it that. For those who don't know Daughter of Smoke and Bone, here it is. Around the world, black handprints are appearing on doorways, scorched there by winged strangers who have crept through a slit in the sky. In a dark and dusty shop, a devil's supply of human teeth grows dangerously low. And in the tangled lanes of Prague, a young art student is about to be caught up in a brutal, otherworldly war. Meet Caro. She fills her sketchbooks with monsters that may or may not be real. She speaks many languages, not all of them human. And her bright blue hair actually grows out of her head that color. Who is she? That is the question that haunts her, and she's about to find out. Yay. So yeah, definitely need to read it, and I love Laini Taylor. We've got 5 more, guys, 5 more. We can make it. Slot 19. Here we go. 15, right? No, 19. I can read. I can definitely read.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
19. And another card. A dice roll! We got a dice roll. Okay. Let me count how many books are on this shelf. We're also not counting this one because we've already selected it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Perfect. Perfect. So we're going to roll a d12, and corresponding number is the book. 9. Book number 9. It's an indie I've owned for a long time, but we have Alec Hines' Gun by Corbin Dunn. Here's what it's about. The continent of Ammon remains as the last bastion for various mortal races, the rest of the planet extinguished by the mysterious unthinkable a century past. The scattered colonies function mostly in isolation, and travel between them is treacherous indeed. But a pair of sky-touched sisters make a living in the hazardous wastes, their skill in combat seeing many a traveler safely to their destination. When a man named Alakine approaches them, he seems just like another ordinary customer, at least at first. But what he seeks is no mere trade route or profit. He seeks answers to what ended the world so long ago. The colonies are fractured, each race blaming the other for this disaster, and only the truth can bring them together. I got this at a cosign many years ago. Have not read it, but apparently we were gonna do it this year. All right, slot number 20. Slot 20 is 17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
17. 17. Oh, it's the newest and oldest again. Okay. Oh God, please don't be another freaking classic. Yeah, there's classics on there. Here we go. Flipping. What do we get? No, it's Rough Seas again. Oh, but we have a couple. Hold on. I don't know who's the oldest. Robin Hood is 1909. 1835. Okay. All right. Sorry, Robin Hood. You're not old enough. Oldest book is The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. Wow. Hans Christian Andersen. I can speak. So 1835 for Little Mermaid. And this is the Mina Lima edition of it with the interactive elements. Very fun. Little Mermaid. Dang it. Another classic. Can you imagine if Ariel sounded like Pee Wee Herman? Slot 21. We're getting there. Slot 21. 23.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
23 again. Oh no, it's TBR bag again. Disregard the shelf. Although it would be funny if it pulled a book from that shelf. Alrighty. The World Hates Me. It's another freaking classic. We got Oliver Twist. Charles Dickens. Oliver, Oliver, never before has a boy wanted more. Consider yourself one of the 23 or 23. Consider yourself a book I have to read. I've taken to you not so well, 'cause it's Dickens and his writing is kind of dry. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. TBR bag. Being mean. Just all the classics. Is that 3? That's 3 classics on here already? 4? 4 with Grendel. Grendel, Hunchback, Little Mermaid, Oliver Twist. 4 classics. Because Grendel's technically a classic now. It's considered a classic. Slot 22. We're almost there. This game will stop punishing me. All right, slot 22. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. And a card. Woo, it almost hit TBR bag again. Watch me pull the card that says classic. Watch it happen. Right now, live for you. No, we have a 5-star prediction. Yes! We've got Aces and Eights by O.E. Tierman. This is the 4th book in Aces High, Joker's Wild. I was gonna try to finish reading this before the end of the year. However, I don't necessarily think I will have time to, but it will officially go on here. If, for some chance, I do read this book before the end of the year is out, the next book in the series will go in its slot. That's what we're gonna say. I love this series so much, but I've also heard this is going to tear my heart out, so... And this is it. This is the final book of 23 of 2023, going on the 23 of 2023. Wow, I can English real well. Real well, I read so much, and yet. Here we go. Last roll. You can't even see what it is. Come out. Oh God. 18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
18. A shelf we haven't actually been to yet. Oh no. Biggest or smallest book on the shelf. Oh Lord. It's gonna give me Rough Seas again. It's gonna give me the biggest book. It's gonna do it. It's gonna do it. You just know it's going to do it. Okay. This is hard to do like this. No, it's Smooth Sailing. It's the smallest book on the shelf. Oh my God. Oh my God. No, there is a smallest. There is a teeny tiny baby. It's also an indie book. A lot of indies and classics on the 23. We have The City Beyond the Glass by Susanna Rowantree. This baby is not only tiny in stature, this baby is 169 pages. It's tiny. It's little baby. It's a wee little thing. And I got this in a Phoenix Crate box years ago as a little indie things. So, and it's signed. It says, beware of mirrors. Susanna Rowantree. Came with a little sticker signed for that. Here's what City Beyond the Glass is about. What if the 12 dancing princesses tried to steal your soul? As a daughter of nobility in Renaissance Venice, Gemma Caliprini must marry or die behind convent walls. But when an unwanted betrothal goads Gemma to defy her father, she risks her most dangerous secret, the glass doge? A sinister nobleman living behind the glass of her mirror. Now Gemma faces a brutal dilemma. If the suitors competing for her youngest sister's hand discover her secret, she'll be locked in a convent. If the inquisitors find out, she'll burn as a witch. And if she can't pay her debt to the glass doge, she'll lose her soul forever. We've done it! That took so long to do, but now you guys know how the new TBR game works. We will be playing it again tomorrow for the January TBR. We'll see if we can get any of the 23 of 2023 on that TBR, ready to rock and roll already. Let's find out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys like the new TBR game. Stay tuned for more chaos shenanigans. Let me know if you guys are doing a 23 of 2023 at all. I'm also happy to play this game live for you guys if you need books to put on your shelves. I'm happy to do that and spin the wheel for you. So come to my sprints and things anytime. And if you're like, hey, I want to do a TBR game, we can play the TBR game because it is very fun. I love spinning my wheel. I'm really proud of my wheel. It's worked out pretty well, except for the things that it was mean to me about. I'll see you tomorrow playing this game yet again, but slightly less, not 23, hopefully. Can you imagine? All right, I will see you tomorrow, kitties. I'm gonna go now. Bye. But yeah, did you poop on me? Did you do that? Or did you just poop on the floor? Probably on the floor. Sample spin. Oh God, things are in the way. Hold on. I'm really proud of my wheel, I will say. I am quite proud of this baby. We're good. We compared the color to this ear of corn. Sorry. Honey, why are you obsessed with licking the wall? It doesn't even matter. Island, that was such a weird way to say girl.